Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. With that covered, it is time to spin ourselves another 4 regions. Alright. I don't mind it. It's not exactly what I was asking for, but it probably does me some good to have a bit of a breather again, because the last 2 weeks have been so full of content that it'd be nice to get, down, sit back, and do some grinds again. So, we'll move on with another week of Regional Rumble. And welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. This week we have once again got Asgardia, which gives us one valuable thing, and that is we still can use our Void, and we don't even have to move the house, because it is currently in Rimington. There is one thing that I want to get done this week, which I mentioned previous week. Conveniently enough, it lined up perfectly the next week, which was having Sears and Asgardia to finish the Dwarf Cannon quest. I know you said Giant Dwarf. So we can finish that quest off and get a tiny bit of crafting XP. It's not really a major thing, but it does mean we unlock the cannon if we ever decide to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually just run up to Nickelodeon. We'll get ourselves the mold and the book that we got rid of before. And then I'm going to head down and get Void out of the POH before I head over to Sears. Alright, let's do this stupid stuff. Oh, I realise I haven't finished it yet. I've still got to do the fixing thing, right? Oh, no, I already did that, apparently. There we go, Dwarf Cannon is completed. I did that so long ago, I don't even remember it. But anyway, that is Dwarf Cannon completed. I think my next objective is going to be to head up to Frogadiers, and we're going to get some of the tasks that are up there. So, I've just gone ahead and got myself 50,000 coins out of the Blast Furnace, because we're going to be needing that for a task in a moment. I just want to mention that between episodes, I did go ahead and add the 500,000 XP reward, and that has put us all the way to 69 smithing.
Nice.
So that was a lovely boon of levels that we managed to get from that. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here, and hopefully we can get ourselves some more XP rewards today, and that's going to push a few more of our stats up. Alright, nice simple task to do. We get ourselves a Mithril full helm, Mithril plate body, Mithril plate legs, and I'll buy the kite shield. I'm not counting that as part of the set, but we'll wear it anyway. And that is going to be a medium task in the Fremling area completed. Okay, so the rewards for this task are 50,000 XP, 2 stam potions, or 200 death runes. Now, you have no idea how tempting it is to take the potions. I am so sick of walking everywhere. But that would mean either using them right now or carrying them over. Honestly, if it lands on fire making or cooking, I may just take the potion. But we'll have to roll the wheel and see what we get to decide what fate this account is deemed. And let's spin that wheel. Nah, I take that. I take that. Unfortunate, because I kind of wanted the potions, but I want the crafting XP just a little bit more. So we're going to be taking that 50,000 crafting XP. Alright, the other medium task to get done is to kill an ice troll. Now, we just have to get the drop. We don't actually have to do all the work. Just precisely why I'm trying to get one that's over by the guards. So as long as we get a little bit of damage, we will get credit for the kill. Which apparently is really hard to do. There we go, we had a 14. So if we go and hide over here, that guy should die right about now. And that is going to give us a drop. And that's going to count as our Ice Troll kill. I'm just going to get out of combat. And we'll go ahead and take that off. Alright, with that task completed, the rewards are 50,000 XP, Green Dragonhide Chaps, or a Rune Scimitar. Now, we already have the Rune Scimitar. The Green DI Chaps aren't really going to do any favours, so it's almost definitely going to be the XP. This is where I'm really hoping I don't get Fire Making, because I'd much rather have got Fire Making on the previous one, so I could have taken the potions. But anyway, let's go ahead and spin the wheel, and see what XP we get for this one. Ah, well, that's a shame. That's going to ruin our beautiful 69 smithing and push us up to 70, possibly even 71. I'm not quite sure what the XP boundaries are on that. I reckon it will stick at 70. But still, that's going to be 50,000 smithing XP added, as well as 50,000 crafting XP added. Okay, so I'm kind of furious at myself. We had Varrock last week, and all I had to do was check the altar near Aubrey, in the southeast of Varrock, and we could have done this quest this week. It would have been such a good quest to get done as well. Man, I'm so gutted by that, because we have Asgarnia and Sears in the same week, so everything else could have been done within those two regions, but that really is a kick in the teeth. I'm going to look at some other quests and see if there's anything else that we can knock out this week. If not, I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time at Barbarian Assault. I know, surprise, surprise. But now that we have the stuff in the house to store, we can get Fire Torso and stuff like that, and we can store it in the house. So if we ever want it for the future, for any reason, we can just take it out whenever we have our house available to us. So I kind of want to, like, utilize the fact that I had the POH this week, and that we now have the costume room fully kitted out. So I'm just going to check through these quests, and like I said, if there's none that we can do, or none that really are worth doing, I'm going to head over to BA. Okay, so it recently occurred to me that I didn't actually finish the Giant Dwarf quest, and that's because I needed to speak to Thurgo. And obviously prior to this, we hadn't done the Night Sword, we hadn't done any of that stuff, and also didn't have Asgarnia in the same week. So, now that we have Asgarnia and Fremennik in the same week, I'm going to be going over and finishing off the Giant Dwarf. We could also do Between a Rock and, I believe, Forgettable Tale or Drunken Dwarf afterwards, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to spend my time doing them, because I think I can do them basically any time I'm back in the Fremennik area. So I'm just going to get this done for now, and then I think I'll be heading over to BA for at least the next few hours. Alright, there we go. Giant Dwarf is completed. A whole bunch of random XP. But that's the Giant Dwarf one. We've got 58 thieving from that. I think that's the only quest I'm going to do for now. If I do continue with any quests, it'll probably be at the latter part of the episode. I think I really want to work on getting some of the Barbarian Assault items for a hard task in the Sears area. So that's where we're going to head next. So I'm probably going to cut a lot of this out, and I'll see you guys once I've accumulated a whole chunk of points. Let's get going. Alright, so that is going to do it for BA. Obviously, I've cut out all of this content because nobody wants to see me doing BA, but we have done an absolute chunk of it. These are the points we're at now. 1,861 attacker, 1,972 defender, 916 collector, not done much of that, and 1,216 healer. Unfortunately, I do not have enough to get everything. That would be 2,100 of each point. However, I am able to get a nice chunk of items, so we're going to go upstairs. We've got 7.5 minutes left, and I've got to make sure I get back to the POH in time to store everything. So, we're going to go through here. And I think the first thing we're going to do is grab the torso, because I think that's quite obviously the best item to get straight away. So that is going to be the torso obtained. That is a collection log. Very nice. I think I also want to do the penance skirt as well. So we'll do that. And then we don't have enough for any helmets. But what I might do is I'll do possibly the boots or the gloves. I think I'll do the gloves for now because they reduce weight. And then when we come back later, we'll be able to get the rest of it. But obviously, we've run out of collector points now. So there we go. We've got 3 items done. We will be working towards the rest next time we get Sears Village. But for now, I'm going to try and head over to the POH as fast as I possibly can because I don't want to lose these items. So we're going to go ahead and store them in the house. And then I think I'm going to spend like the last 5 minutes training on whatever NPC I can possibly find, just so I'm not wasting my time. Right, let's store the Void in the house first, because that is the most important. Then we're going to go ahead and store the Fighter Torso, the pennant skirt, and the pennant gloves. There we go. That is everything stored inside the POH. It is time to go train for the last 5 minutes. We don't need that anymore. And then we can finish off another week of Regional Rumble. Cheeky little mystery box before the end. What do we get from this? A Mithril Scimitar. Lovely. Alright, we got 3 seconds left, but that is going to just about do it. The cat is on the floor. That is another week of Regional Rumble completed. Alright, with that week over, I think we've made some decent progress. I know it's been a little bit less eventful than the previous episodes, but we've been doing so much over the past 2 weeks that it's been nice to sit back and do some Barbarian Assault for once. So, we are going to be carrying over the same 6 items, and that is going to be the Drayman Staff, the Marks of Grace, the Helm of Natives, not the Rune Boots, the Rune Scimitar, and the Red D'hide Body. Moving on to the next week, we need to go ahead and spin ourselves for new regions. Well, 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 we got some of the regions that we absolutely wanted. Now, we're definitely going to be overloaded for content again next week, so I only got 1 week off. But let's move on to another week of Regional Rumble.